Hey everybody, here's our ducks, our geese. Come out every day to feed them. It's a lot of fun. And my dog over here, he loves it. But right now, he's got his back turned to them because this is not his flock. We have 3 flocks out here, and he is very particular and protective of his flock. Yesterday we came out, and 2 of the flocks mixed, one with his flock and then the other flock, and they got to fighting over the food. And when it's not his flock, he just turns his back. Now, when his flock comes in, and hopefully they will, but I got a feeling they won't because I don't see them right now. And, but anyway, if they get to fighting or something, he'll stand up and he'll bark, and they'll automatically separate from each other. But he won't even turn and look at the ducks until his flock comes in. It's strange how animals are. But when he was little, he's 9 now, these ducks used to come up, not these ducks, but the ducks used to come up, and they would chase him in the yard to get him to chase them back out into the water. And this would just go on and on and on. And it was so much fun to watch them. But it's just, like I said, in my mind, or I've already said already, it's amazing to me how animals bond with one another. We've had a couple of otters out here. I think we still have an otter. And at one time we were having beaver trouble. My willow tree that you see right there, that willow tree has been eaten down 3 times by beavers. And finally, my brother got some really heavy type gate wire, whatever you want to call it. And he put it around the bottom all the way up to about 3 to 4 feet. So now my tree is growing. Look how tall it is. And funny story about that is my ex-husband and I went and we picked out trees we wanted to plant. And I had no trouble with his trees. I thought they were beautiful. But he paid $60 a piece for his 2 trees. And I wanted a willow tree. I always knew I was going to want a willow tree. And I asked the man, I said, "Do you got any willow trees?" And he showed me one. It looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I thought, oh. And he told me, he said, "I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if it's going to live." I said, "Well, how much do you want for it?" And he said, "I'll take $10 for it." I said, "Well, I'll take it." And my husband was looking at me, or ex-husband. He was my ex-husband then. He looked at me, he said, "Are you crazy?" And I got it, and he said, he fussed at me all the way home. He said, "You just spent $10 on a dead tree." I said, "It's not dead. If it was dead, it wouldn't have viability to it when I bend the little bitty branch on it." I said, "How about you just let me spend my $10 and you spend your $120 and leave me alone?" And this just went on and on. I just saw a fish come up. I don't know if you can see it there. It may come back up again. It's coming up to eat this food that I threw out. But anyway, we got here. He planted his 2 trees. I planted mine. And it's sad because by the next year, some type of disease came in and it was attacking the type trees that he had bought. And if you look right over here, I don't know if you can see it, and I can't zoom in. Yeah, I did. That tree that's standing right on the end, right there, is one of them that died. There's other trees over there. Same thing. Got attacked by whatever this was. And that used to be my favorite tree because when it grew up and it flowered out, if you looked into the reflection of the water, it looked just like the profile of a man, his face. And they died. And so, needless to say, my ex-husband's trees died. And my willow tree has been eat up and succeeded in life through every attack. Wind, storm. Now I can't get my camera back where it was. All these things. And it just goes to show that you never know. But you know, I knew when I got my willow tree, something just said, no, it'll grow. Because I can grow anything green. I just can't grow flowers and stuff. I don't know why, but I'm no good at it. But green, yeah. And plus, being right here by the water, willow trees just need water. They need water and they need love. And so I have my willow tree, and I have many of my beloved pet family that's buried under this willow tree. When I lost my son, we had 2 animals. We had chihuahuas that we got when they were 6 weeks old, and one of them, it was hard. His his dog. Her name was Babe. And I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. She died a year after he did at the age of 18. And the other one died the following year, grieving for her at the age of 15. So I lost my son, then I lost Babe, then I lost Puppy. Year. And it was awful. So they're here. My brother's 18-year-old Cocker Spaniel is here that he's had ever since he was born. And then there's a couple of other dogs here that was my son's dogs as well that passed away a little later. So we've got all our fur babies here. And it's a beautiful resting place. I've always thought that cemeteries should have trees in them. I don't know why they don't. The old cemeteries do, but the new ones don't. But they should have. Anyway, there's your geese. Thank you for being here. Go to Mississippi Talker Channel Chat and Songs, and you'll find more of me over there. But uploading this here to share on that community page. Y'all take care. Remember to try to be as one of Theost. Be one of those hosting enlightenment of spiritual thought. And pray we can all be like the mallard and the drake. With a best friend beside us. A partner. But either way, you're never alone. You're never alone. Always with the consideration of 153. The next time is Sippy Abadee.